Porter Williams.
Mr. Chair, I just want to perhaps get some assistance, and I just want to walk through this a little bit. So we're talking about special housing areas where developers are provided with an opportunity to fast-track consents. Now, the notion of fast-tracking consents, Mr. Chair, wouldn't necessarily mean that you could fast-track the building of homes. Is that right? Am I correct in assuming that the fast-tracking of consents by developers means that you can fast-track the homes? That's not a difficult assumption to make, Mr. Chairman. So what I would like to know is, of these special housing areas, which have been in existence for about 3 years, which is why we're in urgency right now to pass legislation so that they don't expire, how many houses have been put through the process where they've gone through, the developers have got the consents, and they've actually built the houses? 1,300. Wow! That's amazing. How fast is that? So in 3 years, with this fast-track process, we've built 1,300 homes. That's amazing. And do you know what else? You go moving too fast. Do you know what else is amazing? What else is amazing is that the Minister, the Honourable Dr Nick Smith, or whichever way the honorifics go, talks about the affordability issue in Canterbury having been wiped out because the three-headed housing monster over there has been pulling all these levers in Canterbury, and I welcome the National Canterbury MPs getting up and challenging this. The three-headed housing monster has been pulling all these levers in Canterbury and brought down the affordability. The Minister is saying that the government has intervened in Canterbury and made it more affordable for housing. Well, I just have to challenge that because actually it was Ruamoko that did that. Ruamoko was the one that intervened in the housing market in Canterbury and made it more affordable because we got all this insurance money. We got all this insurance money to rebuild our homes. So when the Minister talks about the government and their special housing areas in Canterbury, well, we had our leader Andrew Little down there only a few weeks ago looking at one of those special housing areas. And what was it? It was a vacant lot. It was very special. It was so special that there were ghost houses on it. So when this government claims that they have intervened in the Canterbury housing market and brought back affordability to the people of Canterbury, I say no. That's rubbish. It was Ruamoko who did that and the insurance companies. So the Canterbury MPs over there on that side of the House, you get up and you tell me that that's wrong, because that is blatantly not wrong. That is so not wrong. When this government claims affordability in Canterbury, I have to get up and challenge that member on the other side of the House, Alfred Nuttall, when he claims all these statistics, which are clearly not right. And who has the oversight of these developers? Because there is an example I want to quote from my own electorate where developers have been given carte blanche to redevelop Housing New Zealand land, where they've taken one property out and they've put 5 or 6 or 10 properties in. And because we've fast-tracked this, because we've given developers a whole lot of power under this legislation, who has the oversight of these developers? The example I want to quote in my electorate was where a developer was not given any oversight. He built some homes which sat outside of the boundaries of the recession plain. And do you know who discovered that? It wasn't the council, it wasn't government officials, it was the local people who looked at those buildings and said, hang on a minute, there's something not right about this. The sun's not getting into my backyard like it used to. This building is clearly outside of the boundaries of this. So we are expecting developers to actually have oversight of their own developments. In this case, what happened is that building actually had to be taken down because it sat outside of the council consent process. So we've got a cautionary tale right there in Christchurch East, in Christchurch, where this government claims they have intervened and brought affordability back to our housing market, which is clearly not right. So, Mr Chair, I really challenge this government to actually live by the affordability.